Hello, welcome to the poetry. Today I'm going to read a special book that I made for my nephew, Celyn. It's called Dig, Dig, Dig. In a lovely muddy garden on a bright and sunny day, a little boy called Celyn took his digger out to play. Dig, 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 Celyn shouted happily. But then he heard a whimper coming from a nearby tree, where he saw a crying squirrel. He said, "Everything all right?" "I've lost my favourite acorn. I buried it last night." The poor old squirrel howled and wailed, but Celyn had a plan. "I'll use my little digger," he hollered as he ran. Dig, 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 Celyn shouted happily. He dug and dug so many holes until eventually, "There it is, my acorn!" the squirrel squeaked with joy. "I can't believe you found it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, boy." "Don't mention it. You're welcome," little Celyn sweetly said. But then he heard a whimper coming from the garden shed, where he saw a wailing dog who whined, "I don't know where it is. I buried my most favourite stick." "Relax, I'll handle this." "We'll need a bigger digger." Celyn rushed to check his toys and grabbed the one with flashy lights that made a lot of noise. Dig, 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 Celyn shouted happily. He dug and dug so many holes until eventually, "My stick, that's it, you found it," the dog yelped with a grin. Then Celyn got a slobbery kiss directly on the chin. Celyn laughed and wiped his face and waved the dog goodbye. But then he heard a whimper coming from a bush nearby, where he saw a sobbing pirate, tears flooding down his face. "I've lost me buried treasure. It was somewhere near this place." "We'll need a bigger digger." Celyn quickly ran inside and grabbed the giant yellow beast, the one that he could ride. Dig, 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 Celyn shouted happily. He dug and dug so many holes until eventually, "Treasure, yes, you found it!" the pirate loudly cheered. He did a funny little dance and twirled around his beard. The pirate waved and said goodbye, his parrot squawking, "Caw!" But then Celyn heard a whimper coming from the kitchen door, where he saw his mummy standing, her face a wide-eyed stare. "What happened to my garden?" "I can fix it. Don't despair." "We'll need a bigger digger." Celyn ran out to the street to speak to the construction workers, Toby, Greg, and Pete. Dig, 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 Celyn shouted happily. He filled in all the different holes until eventually, "My garden, oh, it's wonderful," a smiling mummy said. "Now, Celyn, time to go inside for dinner, bath, and bed." Okay. I hope you enjoyed the poem. Thanks very much for listening. See you next time. Happy birthday, Celyn.